Shalom and welcome to 2 Minutes of Torah. This year is entitled, Why Can I Use a Treif Old Pot to Cook With? So Daf Yomi Pesachim is talking about Eino Ben Yom. It also talks about Eino Ben Yom and Otidam of Gam. Simple question. You have an old pot in your house that accidentally was mixed up. Also, if you use it for meat and milk, or it was from a relative treif. If it hasn't been used for even one day, it hasn't been used, then any taste that's in it is called lifgam. It is not a good taste, and therefore it doesn't affect the food in a negative way. It's only when you have taste absorbed in the pot, it comes out and affects the food in a good way. That's when there's a doraita problem. The doraita, once the taste is old, the normal assumption is it's lifgam. So if that's the case, why can't I just take an old pot and use it? So midoraita, the halach is I could. The rabbis were afraid, and this is what Tosfos says, that I have pots around the house at a treif. I think this is an old one that has been used for a few days or weeks or months. And I'll use it, and really I just used it on my wife used it just a few hours ago. I didn't realize I ended up cooking with actual treif. Or I used it for basar 2 hours ago, now I'm using it for halav. So really, from the Torah law, if there's a 24-hour separation, any taste that comes out is irrelevant. The Rabbanan came along and said, Atu ben Yoma, we're afraid. You thought this wasn't used for 24 hours, and it really was, and the taste that comes out is tari, is fresh, and that's a problem. So it's fascinating, lumdus. This, of course, practically speaking, we follow the rabbinic law, and we don't use any pot, even if it wasn't used for days, weeks, or months. However, b'diavad, if it was done already, then that's where halacha may come out, that if it was done and you didn't realize that you cooked with a pot that you had around that was supposed to be kashered, so it could be the food would be all right if one has to talk to the Rav and ask the Shaila. Shalom.